Hello everyone and welcome back to Brubius Games and Things. I am Brubius and this is part 3 of Nintik's Acids Adventure. Now, off camera I did repeat the Dark Cavern in order to pick up some core fragments which are crucial to researching the technology required to build a new FTL drive. As you can see here, this one is completely knackered, and so we will research this technology and see if we can build another one. So, engineering, and we have indeed got everything we need for spacefaring and vehicle. So, we'll research that. Right, and so that means we are now able to build an STL. So I'm assuming that just means sublight travel. STL drive? Space travel something? I don't know what it stands for. Slower than light, obviously. Slower than light travel, which is crucial in travelling to other planets, because as we will come to see, I will start needing things like glass and other things which can only be got from sand. Lush planets do not have sand, at least not on the surface, and we will be travelling to a desert planet in order to pick up sand for said glass, which is why this is particularly important. But also in the long run it will allow us to then research tier 2, which is faster than light, which will enable us to get out of the solar system we are in. So in vanilla it didn't matter if your FTL drive was broken, you could still travel within the solar system, but I believe with the latest update to Frackin Universe you cannot travel at all. After all, that is your engine, and regardless of whether it is faster than light or slower than light, if it is broken, the assumption is, of course, that you cannot move at all. Here's the thing though, you don't need fuel to travel slower than light. You do need fuel to travel faster than light, but with tier 2, which will work for, we'll need some iron bar and some crystal Urkius fuel, and we will be able to get a warp manifold in order to build a small FTL drive. So I believe that is on the agenda today. Now, in order to get things from the moon, we will need to be able to breathe in an oxygen-free environment. So if I can figure out where, actually, you know what, let's also research wooden, let's research this as well, and that allows us to make some nice housing. I think actually, yeah, instead of yeah, okay, let's start over. I think this episode we are simply going to rearrange our base. We're going to build upon our base with some new blocks that we've just researched, and hopefully make our base a lot nicer to look at and also a lot less cluttered. So I think we'll do that for the time being, and maybe if we've got some time left over we might look into doing some more things. However, I think today is just going to be a nice, relaxing thing. Actually, let's see if we can do some more research here. And yeah, okay, cool. So, let's go back to base and we will start work on our house, base, whatever. Yeah, as you can see here, it's all rather cluttered. We've done our important research. Now I think we can focus on making this place look a lot nicer. So let's see what is required of us to build the wooden workbench. Fantastic, we do indeed have everything. There we go. So let us see, and we've got some nice manipulator modules as well, and an upgrade module. We might upgrade a couple of things, but for now let's sort this out. Let's get some iron bar in. There we go. Let's get some copper, and let's yeah. So I think the framework we've got here is rather good, and then we can build upon that, make it all. And I think we'll go further in at some point. We'll see where we are at when we. Yeah, we'll see where we're at in a second. Let's first put this down. Right. Well, first of all, it's far too cluttered to actually bring in here. So okay, move that around. Let's bring it here, only temporarily, of course. We don't need the machining table for now, so we might as well put this down and we will create some blocks. I think the idea is what we're going to do is we'll start fairly primitive. We'll start primitive, so literally just wooden, and then as we continue our playthrough we will start building on top and replacing various blocks with more advanced blocks. So instead of wood, we can then go on to metal when we get enough metal sources. But for now, we'll stick to wood and just enjoy a nice, relaxing build. So. I know I probably said we'd do some more things, but honestly this base is just annoying me at the moment. Everything, there's too much in the way, and when I build I like to organise, so I have the, usually by tiers. So in the main house area we will have our basic workstation. And then as we get more advanced I build higher and wider, and then each room I think will have the different tiers and the different types of workstations, so I know which one to go to for which, you know, technology I need. Yeah, let's start there then. Yeah. Get some nice wooden panelling in, like so. I will need to cut some more trees down. Yeah, more trees are needed. No, still got logs. Okay. There we go. Make some more wooden. Make some more wooden panelling. Yeah. Get comfortable. See? Maybe put a window in there. And I don't tend to go over complicated for these builds. Literally just boxes, adding different rooms. At the moment we're built into the side of a mountain, so we'll see what we can do with that. Put this on. Honestly though, I can't really wait to see what next Frackin Universe has to offer. As I said before, they keep updating the mod, and they always bring some new interesting things. Right, we will add windows in a second, hang on. But yeah, no, it's just, I just like this game. Right, I think what we'll do is we'll build wide and we'll get rid of all of this. And tell you what, because we've got so many manipulator modules, I think we can, yeah, that'll do. Much quicker. 100% faster. Right. Okay. See if we can. Oh, there's some trees up there. So. Good. And we'll replant those. Yeah, we'll replant those. There's quite a lot of logs, so that's good. And yeah. Right, there we go. Yeah, get some. Get some timber. All of the timber. See if we've got some torches. Do we still have torches? Yeah. That'll do for now. Yeah, I think at the rate this is going, we'll do some work on the house, put everything back, and this will just be an episode where I simply do my base, as it were, decorate it, make it look nice. And then at some point we'll have to also consider farming, because I am out of my cans of food. Yep, no more cans of food. I do have lots of meat, but that won't last me, especially since at some point it will go off. It will go off and it will be utterly useless to me. I could attempt to eat it when it's off, but that will simply injure me because, you know, food poisoning. Right, yeah, so then we... Oh. There we go. What have that on there? Always handy tip. Handy tip is doors are always 5 blocks tall. Doors are always. There we go. that goes so much faster once upgraded. The one thing I'm looking forward to is, since I researched the Tinker's table, is the mining, what was it called again? Basically a gun that does mining for you. It's on the tip of my tongue. But essentially it's a gun just for mining laser. There we go. The mining laser is absolutely astonishingly terrifying. It barely does any damage to enemies, but that's not the point. The point is it decimates blocks. Absolutely decimates blocks once it's properly upgraded. I believed I'd upgrade it to maybe 5th tier, and I was literally blasting mountains out of my way to the point where I just had to leave blocks behind. Yeah, no, it was absolutely fascinating just how quickly it got rid of it all. But we'll get to that when we get to it. Because once you go to, say, like mountainous planets, you will need something like a mining laser just to make it easier to get all the ores, because mountains, unless they've changed it recently, mountains have a huge amount of metal in them. So, right, back to that. Tell you what, I think what we'll do is we will put the armor in here. Yeah. In fact, we'll put loads of, to make it thematic, we will put the, there we go, and then that way we've got the armory table and the furnace all in one room. And yeah, it just seems appropriate. Right then, so I do want the well outside, but in order for it to sort of look okay and make sense, in order for it to look better, I think we will start getting rid of the background stuff here and just opening it up, building it up here like so, and leaving this bit open, a bit like sort of a balcony, and then we will start essentially going in sort of a triangle sort of direction, or an angled direction. Yeah, no, this is just relaxing. See, the only downside I think to Frackin Universe, is there is just literally so much to do, and in order to even get something done, like to make anything moderately advanced from scrap, there are just, the ingredients are huge, and so in the end you're sort of like, well, you know, you need to get A from there, B from there, and then you all need to bring it together, and it's just a lot to keep track of, which is something that vanilla does have, I believe, but not to the extent that Frackin Universe has. I mean, I say it's a downside. It's all right. I mean, what I mean to say really is that it can get fairly grindy at times. Yeah. So we've got the well. We will keep it here. Keep it here. How tall is our building? I like to keep things more or less. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, cool. That's good to know. And we will say, let's put it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Clear some of this. I'm not entirely sure how long this will take. Not too long, hopefully. I'll just wasn't entirely sure how long to make certain videos. I mean, as far as my analytics are concerned, not many of you are actually watching, so for now I suppose it doesn't really matter. I don't like to do them longer than 40 minutes. So we'll see where we're at. Yeah. We'll see where we're at. So this has gone for about 20 minutes. Alright, so we've cleared this and then we can there we go. Obviously, if any of you have played this before, or it would be nice to get some recommendations as to what I should do next. If any of you have any particular wishes, because eventually I do mean to eventually cover as much as I can in this playthrough. This will be quite a long series, I think. I don't think I will stop until I'm fully satisfied. There will be episodes where I do cover the story, and then there will be others like this one where I simply build. Simply build, and it is just nice. Get to make some more. Oh, my bad. No, wrong one. Where did it go? Oh, there. But yeah. Paneling. Yeah, that will do. So. Door, and then what will we put in this room? Don't worry, I will be adding windows. I think we'll add this and this. I will be adding windows. Yeah, actually what we'll do, we'll take yes, the machine. Right, so this is very basic. Okay, so let's have a look. We'll add the machining table. yes, so what we'll do is we'll keep the vanilla basic work tables in this room, and then there will be tables made from workstations made from this one. See? See, this is why we need to go to a desert planet, and I think this one will be next on the list. Is we need to get sand for glass, and yeah, so all the workstations made from this we will put in this room, and obviously expand as we must when we get to that point. And yeah, I think we're done so far. Windows. And as I said, what will happen is once we get to the more advanced materials, we will be able to have access to more advanced blocks, and as we get to that point we will start building on top of and replacing the blocks we already have put down with their more advanced counterparts. So instead of, say, timber, we can replace them with metal, and sort of treat it as sort of like an advancing through time thing, where obviously wood starts to break down. I mean, it won't actually, but we can certainly RP. Right, window lattice, there we go. And just sort of as we advance in our technology, we can advance the technological level of our base. So, windows. Oh. There we go. Yeah, and so when we get the technology, like so for example, I put the window lattices in, but obviously once we get a hold of glass, then we'll be able to make things like glass panes, and then once we make glass panes, we can replace the window lattice with glass panes, and just generally it will just look better. So, and that I believe will do for now. Do we have any other things? A bed. I don't usually put beds down. Sleep isn't really a necessity in this game. Well, at all. Not a necessity at all. Sleeping is good for healing. But yeah, I mean, let's have a look to see what research we can do with the things that we have. So we've got our agriculture, and we've already... Oh, that's useful. That is useful. Gathering. Well, I mean, we could just research these, can't we? Yeah, it's not too bad actually. Not too shabby. Ah, yes, we were going to look for air. breathing air, or not breathing air, but where did we find out? Chemistry? Was it chemistry? No, not chemistry. Was it craftsmanship? Where was it? Engineering. You know what? I've completely forgotten where breathing technology is. Armor and weapon. Ah! Here we go. Right. Good. Okay then. Ah. Righto. So we do need to get to a desert planet. So I think what we'll do, now that we've more or less sorted our base out, made it look nicer and more accessible, is we will now find out. We need an iron bar and 6 copper wire. Brilliant. Okay, so we can replace our FTL drive with an STL drive, and we will make our way to a desert planet. And maybe an STL booster if we've got the... right, okay, cool. Right, that is the plan then. We will install our STL drive. Don't need that anymore. Get our STL drive. And now we can make our way to a desert planet, which is always included in the beginning solar system. Everything else seems to be random, but the beginning solar system always has a desert planet, as you can see right here. So we have a crystalline planet. That's unusual. But yes, so we have our forest planets, another forest planet, gelatinous planet, but we need to get to a desert planet. And I think we'll touch down, we'll beam down there, see what it's like, collect some sand, and then I think that will be it for this episode. I'm sorry it wasn't a bit more fun, but I think today was one of those days that just called for a relaxing game of Starbound, because this is my one and only character. So whenever I play Starbound, I record an episode, and I fancied just doing up the base, and I thought, well, I didn't want any of you guys to miss out. So yeah, let's see what it's like. There might be a very good chance that we get it. Oh no, sometimes there's an attack. Right, temperature. We need food. We need food first. Let's make some food, just to be safe. Can leave that there. But yes, with this we can make glass in the furnace with all the sand. Uh-oh. Right, okay, well, I think we've got enough. Got enough sand to make a couple panes of glass. And now, even though we're in orbit in another planet, sorry, even though we are in another planet orbit, because we put the flag down, we can teleport back to our base fairly easily. But anyway, we'll make some glass. We'll see if we can build the tinkering table. Let's see what we actually need for the tinkering table. Good, we do have enough, we just need to do the glass. So once we do the glass, speaking of advanced materials, I think what I'll do next episode is make some clay bricks, and then that way, tinkering table. Fantastic. And now, since that is a machining table, craft station, put that here. We'll have some more food. There we go. Nom 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 nom. And there we go. And we have the... Oh, another thing I need to research is the mining laser. Let's have a quick look. After I've had a quick look, I think that'll be it for this episode. Right, okay. Hand mill, important. Hand mill is important so that you can get CO2 from wooden logs. So we'll quickly do that. Actually, you know what? We'll leave that till next time. But I hope you've all at least enjoyed the expansion of the base building and making it a lot less cluttered, and at least this way I know where everything is. But I think we will do we will be more constructive, you know. Yeah, we will do something more sorry, not constructive. We will be more productive next episode, I believe. Now that we have all of the important things in place, such as the slower than light drive, we can now get to increasing the speed at which we advance, and we will see where we get there. At some point I will be scanning the Floran clues. As we just saw in our solar system, there are two forest planets, and hopefully on at least one of them there will be a Floran settlement, and where we find Floran settlements we will find Floran clues. But that is it from me today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will be bringing you more next time. Thank you.